Now that we are done explaining the register section of the software, which is comprised of the sales, edit sales and close cash, we will move on to the administration section. It will help manage things like the stock, suppliers and customers. We will go over them one by one. Let's talk about the customers menu. There are two sections in the menu, one is for management and the second is for generated reports. In the management section, you can create your customers, manage the customers' payments and create loyalty groups for them. When you click on customers, there is a list of all the customers registered in the system. In order to create a new one, click on plus. The mandatory fields are the search key, name and address. Fill in their phone number in the search key, given that it would be unique to every person. The account ID would usually consist of TIN numbers or ID numbers, and is optional. Write down the customer's name. If the customer uses a card, register their card ID to give them access. Select your customer's loyalty group so that you can see if they have loyalty points, and how many. We will be creating the loyalty groups after going through the customers and customer payments. Click the check for the VIP and specify their discount so that you will be notified every time they are selected in the sales menu. The credit limit is for you to specify what is the maximum amount of debt they can have. In the current debt, it will show how much debt they actually have. If we choose a different customer, like customer 1, you will notice they have $36 worth of debt. That is the customer we created in a previous video in the sales menu. Fill the customer's information in the contact section such as their first name, last name, date of birth, email, phone number, second phone number and fax if they have any. In the address section, register their first address and second, their town or city, state or county, and their country. You can also add their post code. In the transactions section, we can see the customer's payments. In the photo section, you can scan their photo, we can upload from our documents or whichever place, so that we can know who this customer is and what do they do. Notes is for all the notes we want to have on our customer, all the remarks that anyone might want to add will be added here. In the reminders section, you add the credit period, choosing between days, months or years. If you specify 2 months, when the time comes, you will be notified so that you can ask for reimbursements. If a customer is subscribed to one of your services, you can set a subscription period, and a start date, so that you can be notified when it is over. Go back to the Customers menu, and then go into Customers Payments. The Customer Payments helps you settle their accounts. For example, if we click on the icon above and select one of our indebted customers, such as customer 1 who has a $36 debt, click on Check and we will have their details in the outstanding invoices. If we want to settle all their account, we click on the arrow pointing to the right and move it to the Settling Invoices section. When we click on Pay, it will give us the $36 to settle. If we move it out of the Settling Invoices section, when we click on Pay, it will be zeroed. However, if we move it again to the right, and click on Pay and if they don't want to settle the whole debt, only $30 of it, we select the dollar currency, and write 30 as given, then we click on Check. The system will register that $30 have been settled and that there remains $6 in the balance, so their current debt is $6. When they want to settle it, move their account to the right, click Pay and click on Check. Their account is settled and it is no longer showing in the outstanding invoices. Let's talk about the prepay option. If a customer pays $20 for your shop, and adds a note that they want to take them back later or buy items through them, and when you click on Prepay, and then Approve, you will have the customer's current debt at -$20. That means the shop owes the customer $20. If we have the customer pay as debt, it will be eliminating the amount from the -$20. For example, if they paid $20 in debt, they will have -$10 left. That was regarding the customer payment. Let's go into the Loyalty Groups menu. This is where we can create a loyalty group for all of our customers. Each customer can have a different loyalty group. Write down the name of the loyalty group, and click on Enable next to it and below it. Then specify the amount spent in order to earn points. For example, if they spent $1,000, they will earn 10 points. In the Earn When field, specify the minimum amount to spend in order for them to start earning points. They cannot spend $10 and claim 0.1 point. You can specify that they will start earning points after having spent $2,000 or $1,000. In this case, it's $1,500, and then you click on Save. You will assign the loyalty group to the customers by going into the Customers menu, choosing your customer and then selecting their loyalty group. Back to the Customers panel, you have the customer reports below the Management section. Click on Customers for their report, and then click on Run Report. You will get every customer's details regarding their maximum debt and how much they owe. In the pointed rectangle, you get their names, photos if they have any, and other information. Back in the Customers panel, go into Sales. This is where you can access all a customer's sales so you can check all their transactions. If we click on Run Report, we will get the name of the customer, which is Customer 1, the items that they have and their total amount. You can also select a different customer, and you specify the start date and end date. You can choose to see the items they bought in a specific timeline. Back in the Customers panel, go into Debtors. This is where you get a list of the indebted customers registered in the system. Choose the start and end date and click on Run Report to get a list of your indebted customers. In the Customers Reports, you also have the Diary menu. The diary shows you a customer's transactions, if it was a cash payment, a debt paid or other. When you click on Run Report, you get the customer's payment with its type and date. These details can also be viewed in every customer's statement of account. You can access the latter in the Customers Report section. Click on the icon above in order to choose a customer. Select the customer and click on Check. The report shows us the customer's balance is 0 in the brackets of the specified date. It shows us their transactions, from having a $36 debt, to then paying $30, and then $6 and then $20, rendering their current balance at -$20. This detailed report is generated for each registered customer. The Card Members Report is for the customers who have a card registered. You will have card cutouts that you can print and hand out to those concerned. The List Report will show you the list of customers registered with their details. All the reports can be printed. In order to do so, click on Save and select the format such as Excel or PDF, and all these other ones. The Vouchers Report is where you can see all the vouchers assigned to your customers. We will explain how you can create vouchers later on.